Well, I have to tell you, this is going to be a heavy one tonight, so I hope you're ready. I do hope you're ready. I'm just watching for the streams to come up so that I can make sure you are here and listening to everything that I have to say. This one's going to be pretty heavy tonight. Go and get a notepad and a pencil while we get this thing going, and I'm going to wait for the streams. Oh, LinkedIn, where you know what, guys, this one's super important, so I'm just going to take a moment, and if you'll just bear with me, LinkedIn just so unbelievably annoying to me sometimes, but that's all right, we roll with it. So let's just return to live and let's see what's going on. Says I'm live. Great. LinkedIn says I'm live. Let's see how long it lasts. Because LinkedIn's always where the party is. And Facebook, of course, is always fun, and YouTube is the best. All right, so somehow inside of 1 minute, we were able to troubleshoot that issue and come back to live. Welcome aboard, everybody, and I'm so glad that you could be here. This is going to be a little bit of a heavy one tonight. We're going to get philosophical, but we are in fact talking about business, and we're talking about getting clients, and we're talking about growing a business tonight. But Thursday night is all about mindset. And it's all about the way you think. And this is the Thought Process Thursday broadcast. So I hope you're ready for this. I'm going to monitor the streams and watch for the chats. And I see people coming on board everywhere. So I'm just going to get going. You guys who showed up on time, I want to be respectful to your time because it's very valuable. So here we go. We're going to be getting into a little bit of stoicism tonight. And we're going to be talking about some things that you can start doing right away. Some ways that you can change a couple of mindsets that are going to open up some really amazing things in your business. So welcome aboard and let's go. If you are an entrepreneur or a service provider, you're an expert, and you feel like your business is just not going the way you want it to go, and you have that nagging feeling like, what if this thing doesn't work? We're gonna fix that tonight. We're gonna shift a few mindsets that are going to help you so that you're able to drive things forward. And listen, there's no way around this. Sometimes we have to talk mindset, and we're going to be talking philosophical tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about stoicism tonight, but I want you to hang with me on this because if you're able to grasp this, it's going to have a profound effect, a big effect on the way that you carry about in your business. This could change a lot of things for you, especially as we go into the last quarter of the year. Now, if you're not interested in that, like let's say you're just starting a business and you're still kind of figuring out, do I even need a website? This might not be for you. You might be bored by this. But I would encourage you to stay anyways, because there's going to come a point in your business where this is going to be important. And you're going to be like, wow, that guy said this once and I remember that. So who is that guy? Well, for those of you who are new, it's Chris Prouty. And for the last 21 years, I have helped thousands of entrepreneurs wildly grow their businesses. My clients come to me because they have a product or service and they have sold it and they have done a great job servicing their clients, but they want more. They want more clients coming into their business and they want to find ways to attract those clients without spending a lot of time. They may have been burned by other trainings, or they might have paid money for ads that just didn't work. So we fix all of that in my mentorship and we get clients coming regularly. So here we are. If you happen to be on YouTube and if you're new to my channel, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications so that you get an alert every time I create a video like this about growing your business. And if you're here on the other channels, welcome aboard. I do always love a like, a share, and a follow. If you want. If you don't, that's cool too. But it would be really cool of you if you did that. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you. And tonight, I'm just going to get right to this. There's really like no big fanfare, but I want to show you some building blocks for entrepreneurial success. So I've got my screen shared here. You can see I've got some graphics up on my screen for you. And this is very, very elemental. And like I mentioned, this is very philosophical. And these are the building blocks for entrepreneurial success that we're going to be talking about today. So Tina, welcome aboard. Please do pull up a chair and take some notes. This is important even for this. This is especially important for you. Yeah. So these are the building blocks that we're going to be talking about tonight. And like I said, this is going to get a little bit philosophical, but that's totally cool. And if you are a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, you are an expert, and you're looking for ways to build your business and you're looking for ways to get new clients into your business, I am holding a free class. You can see it right here. It's called proutyclass.com. If you go to that website, you can register to come into a class where I'm going to mentor you for absolutely free. I'm going to show you 5 things that are going to profoundly change the way you grow your business. I've taught these things to thousands of people who have come through my mentorship and who currently engage with me as a mentor. And I want to give you a little visibility into what that looks like. And I'm going to change things for you in this class. So if you go to my last name, which is Prouty right there, and class.com is what you need to be on the internet these days. If you go to proutyclass.com, name and your email, first name and your email is all you need to give me. And I am going to send you a personal invitation to spend an hour in a training with me and a few classmates, and we're going to get it all done. So there you go. Quick pitch for that. I'll remind you throughout this tonight, as I often do. So these are the building blocks that we're going to be talking about tonight for entrepreneurial success. And they're not all of the building blocks, but these 3 are pretty essential. Logic, physics, and ethics. Now, if you hung out with me a week ago, last Thursday, on this entrepreneurial talk where we were talking about thinking, the thought process for entrepreneurialism, it was a fun one to say. If you were here with me on the last video, you learned that philosophy encompasses every other discipline. And that's how it was 2,000 years ago. But with the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, and then the Information Age, and now the Age of Choice, which we can talk about another time, we have compartmentalized things and we've removed philosophy as the overarching methodology and put it as its own compartment. But I want to suggest to you that we would be wise to explore how philosophies affect every area of our business. So in the philosophical study of Stoicism, we have logic, physics, and ethics. And indeed, let me just get over here so I can change this. Logic represents the inputs and outputs in your business. Now, in Stoicism, this can relate to all areas of life. I'm specifically talking about your business. If you'd like to talk about other areas of life, that's great, and we can do that. Just let me know, drop a comment or send me a note. But for entrepreneurial success, logic is the inputs and the outputs in your business. So what do we mean by that? In your business, you have inputs. Inputs could be money that comes into your business and what you do with it. That's going to have a specific output. It could be a product or service that you've developed. That is an input into your business that then has an output, which is the service you provide or the product you provide to others. It could be a collection of ideas. It could be the way that you organize and structure your business. These are all of the inputs that you have injected or put into your business. The outputs that we would expect are business growth, business success, more clients, satisfied clients, impact on the world, being seen as an authority, being seen as a leader in your industry. Those are the outputs. So every business is going to have a collection of inputs and a collection of outputs. In fact, if you were in my high-level mastermind, today we talked about inputs and outputs from the specific frame of every input should have a specific output that it creates, and only one distinct output. And that was a very heavy conversation that we had today. It took about an hour more time than we have right now. But consider that every input should have one clear and decided output. So that's the logical structure in your entrepreneurial success, is the inputs and the outputs. Physics, and you're looking at me and you're like, physics? What is this? 12th grade? Well, physics is in my world, and the way that I think about physics, it's the interrelationship between all things. It's the energetic connection between everything. It's the quantum entanglement that exists between all things that in the universe. From our thoughts to the desk that I'm sitting here with, everything has a connection. And so physics as it relates to your entrepreneurialism is how all things are connected, and how when you move something in one spot, something else is affected somewhere else. And somehow it may be seemingly unrelated, but indeed all things are related. All things in business and in life work together. And so from the construct of physics, underneath this philosophical umbrella of Stoicism, the physics is the interrelationship in all things in your business. And I really don't want to get unnecessarily complex here. So to keep it very simple, physics is how the things that you say, the things that you write, the web pages that you make, affect the clients that you get, and the service that you provide, and the money that you make. And the money that you make affects the decisions that you make in your business, and the decisions that you make affect something else in your business and how your business grows. So inside of your business, nothing is mutually exclusive to anything else. Everything is related to something else. And that's the physics, that's the quantum physics frame for your business. Philosophically, everything is related. And just remember that, everything is related. We would call that quantum entanglement, where threads connect everything together. Not real threads like in your clothes, but there are connections between everything. And then we have the frame of ethics, the building block of ethics. This is how you behave. This is how you act. This is how you conduct yourself as the world sees you through your business. So you have to think of this from a few different perspectives. How do you perceive yourself? And how does the world perceive you? And is there alignment between your self-perception and the perception based on your behaviors and your actions from the world? And one of the things that I've often heard said and that I ascribe to is you can say everything that you want about what you're going to do, but until you actually do it, you have not achieved anything. And I'll often, reference taking a picture and posting it on social media of sitting in a hammock and, with your swimming pool in the background saying, big things coming this week. Let me see the big things that came. That's your behavior. Those are your actions. That's your ethics. And philosophically, it's what you accomplish that defines you, not what you said you were going to accomplish. Okay, so I certainly hope that makes sense. So these are the building blocks for entrepreneurial success. And what's important about these, let me just switch back over here. We'll do this for a moment. So what's important about these building blocks is that we can rely on these building blocks to help us make decisions and help us move in certain directions. We can also use these building blocks as ways to reverse engineer problems that we might be having in our business. And one of the reasons that I created this video tonight was for people who felt like they were having problems in their business. And we can use these building blocks to reverse engineer that. From a very high level, it looks like this. It's the understanding that the behaviors that destroy your happiness, destroy your fulfillment, destroy the balance that you feel in your business, destroy the money that you're making, that destroy the peace that you feel when you are doing a great job. It's the behaviors that destroy that stuff originate from a fundamental misunderstanding of how the world around you works. You see, the world around you is working in a very specific way. It can work for you or it can work against you, but it's completely up to you whether the world is going to work for you or against you. And it's your understanding of how the world works that's going to position the world, the universe, to work for you or work against you. And once you can understand that, that's when you can unlock many things in life and business that are going to help you out, that are going to propel you towards success. But when you fight these things, you're fighting forces that are greater than you or me, and you're not going to win. So it's having that clear understanding of these building blocks, as well as a few other things that I'm going to share with you in just a few moments. It's having a fundamental understanding of how these things work and how these things work together. So how does logic, physics, and ethics all work together? Well, the physics we defined as having quantum entanglement between all things as they relate to your business and your life. Logic, the inputs and the outputs. Well, the way you behave, the actions that you take, the results that you get, loop around into the logic building block, and they are inputs into your business. If you behave in such a way that you create a transformation for someone before they've even hired you, that comes back around as an input into your business and will result in you getting more business because you've just demonstrated you can help someone before you've even asked for the sale. So the way you behaved became an input into your business. All things physical in your business. Physical is not the right word there for sure, because there are energetic things in your business as well. But all of the things that relate to physics that are in your business both affect your ethics as well as your logic. And the outputs in your business have an influence on how the ethics in your business work, have an influence on how you behave. If you have an output that is a decline in sales, that's going to change your behavior. You can either make the choice to behave in a haphazard, chaotic, desperate way, or you can take a step back, take a breath, and say, this is temporary, and I'm going to use this time to better something in my business so that when I turn sales around, the input and the output of sales and client acquisition, then I'm better poised to handle that, and I'm better poised for that level of success. And I know how complex that is, and I do hope that you are able to follow along. I have a little bit more for you. But before we do that, if you are looking to have that extra level of success in your business and you'd like a mentor or a guide that can help you shortcut all of the guessing and all of the trial and error, then I would encourage you to come here to proutyclass.com and spend an hour with me. And I'm going to show you what it's like to work with someone who has helped thousands of others achieve high levels of success every single day. And I've been doing it for 21 years. So just join me. Just come over to proutyclass.com, spend a little bit of time with me, and just go there. You'll be able to sign up, and it'll all happen automatically for you. Just give me your name, your email address, optionally your phone number. I'm only going to text you once to say thank you if I do that at all. But do join me in this class and let me show you what it's like to have a mentor and a guide help you cross that threshold and take you into the unknown with someone who's already been into the unknown. And I can help you navigate that to fast track your success. That's my commitment to you. All right, so back over here. So understanding that the behaviors that destroy your business and your happiness and your fulfillment originate in a fundamental misunderstanding about how the world around you works, which is broken into logic, physics, and ethics, then what indeed can we do? Well, it's actually rather straightforward, and it looks like this. You can fix this, or you can remedy this by first taking responsibility for your actions and their outcomes. Now notice how we said that there. Take responsibility, okay? That's physics. That's the interrelationship between things. That's the relationship. That is the response in the responsibility. It's your ability to have a response for your actions. That's the ethics, your behaviors and their results, and their outcomes. That's the output in your business. So just in that one command alone for you to start taking responsibility for your actions and their outcomes bridges all three of those building blocks. That's the philosophical nature of Stoicism as it relates to your entrepreneurial journey. All right, so number one, take responsibility. It's very easy to do. You do it by just repeating over and over, I am responsible, I am responsible. And when you do that enough, you train yourself to realize that it really is you. You are responsible, no one else. There's no one coming to save you. So take responsibility for your actions. Once you do that, you unlock the ability to take the proper actions. And those proper actions just appear before you. the puzzle pieces self-assemble. Number 2, focus on the things that you can control in each area. Because in each of these areas, there are things that are out of your control. And if you try to control something that is out of your control, it's only going to then turn around and dominate you. And it's going to control you. When you're trying to control something that you can't control, it's going to exercise its power over you. So let's forget about the stuff that we can't control. Let's focus on the stuff we can control. And those are the elements inside of these building blocks that you can have an effect on every single day. These are the inputs that you put into your business. These are the areas of your business and your life that work together. And these are the behaviors and the actions that you take. You have control over those things. And once you've taken responsibility, it is very easy to identify what you can control and what you can't. Focus on the things that you can control. And then finally, strive for high levels of excellence in all areas of your life. Business is just one area of your life, but you can strive to have excellence in all areas of your life. And when you do that, the physics, the quantum entanglement starts to happen everywhere. You should enhance your physical being by drinking lots of water and exercising and taking care of yourself and reducing sugar and getting enough sleep. Maybe meditating. Meditating bridges over into the spiritual. Whatever your beliefs are, strive for excellence. Those are all going to come into your business life as well. And that's going to help you have that level of excellence in everything that you do. When you do that, you now command these building blocks to work for you instead of against you. And realize that all of these building blocks work together through the philosophy of how logic, physics, and ethics work. And when you're able to do that, you will see your business completely open up and you won't have to worry about a business that potentially could fail. If you happen to be joining me on YouTube, this will be important for you. It's not important if you're not on YouTube, but if you are on YouTube, and while everything I just taught you is super important to your business, it might not be the only thing that you need, which is why I'm going to place a link for a video right here for you to check out right now on other ways that you can start to grow your business. And of course, if you click on my face, you can subscribe to my channel to get alerts every time I create videos like this. So that wraps it up for what we have today. I'm going to hop into the chats just really quickly. I want to see how, this got really heavy. There's a bunch of people on all the channels right now, but everybody is super quiet because I suspect, just chime in with me. If you're here, just chime in the chat. Let me know if this made sense to you. Oh, wow. Eileen, the queen of the career, is over on the YouTube channel saying, I will tell you that Chris's teachings are life-changing. And I thank you so very much for saying that, Eileen. They're only life-changing because you did the work. You decided to do the work. And Eileen is watching this. Eileen's in my elite mastermind. So Eileen's watching this, and all of this is probably just like, oh, there he is talking about physics, logic, ethics, and philosophy. And that's just common for what we talk about in the mastermind. This may have been a little bit of a shock for you, and that's okay. That's okay. This is the stretch. This is the uncomfortableness that you need to venture into if you're going to be a high-level entrepreneur. And by the way, if you do want to be a high-level entrepreneur and you want to start really blowing up your business and you want to just shortcut your ability to do that, just go right here. Go to proutyclass.com. I do this once I look at it like that. But do go to proutyclass.com. I want you to do that right now, in fact. Just open up a new browser tab or whatever you need to do. Shift away from YouTube on your phone and go to a new browser, or go to your browser and go to proutyclass.com and do sign up for this workshop. It's a week away, so I'm going to send you some reminders between now and then. I'll probably also send you a bunch of free training between now and then as well. But do go here right now because I'm going to be giving a free workshop for you. And in that workshop, I'm going to show you the 5 things that you need to really have a business that is like a furnace that is just burning super hot. And I'm going to do that so that you can become that person that has impact on your market, and you can leave a legacy for what you've done, and you can be seen as that leader in your industry and sell a lot of stuff and get a lot of high paying clients at the same time. That's what I'm going to show you in this workshop. And I'm going to show you things that you can start using right away. In fact, I delivered a similar workshop today, and there were people in that workshop that were using the stuff I was teaching during the workshop. And they were sending me messages saying, I'm doing this right now. And it's already working for them. And that's just in the past couple of hours. Eileen says, I could not have done the work without Chris's guidance. Well, that's very, very kind of you, Eileen. I just put the words together and you happen to follow them. So please do this. Go to proutyclass.com and join me on this free workshop. I know it's a week away, but I promise you I'm going to give you stuff to do between now and then so that you can start learning right away. It's completely free because I have so much fun teaching it, and you'll get a lot of fun out of it. So please do that. Let's just I want to check in on LinkedIn and see what we got. Tina says, you're one of the best teachers I've been around. Tina, you are absolutely amazing, and I'm so very grateful to hear you say that. It's my highest inspiration to teach like this, and it's people like you who inspire me the most. So I've put the two things together that create the perfect business. I'm working for and with people who inspire me, and I'm doing something that inspires me, which is take everything that I've learned and synthesize it and teach it. So I'm really grateful for that's such a beautiful comment, Tina. Thank you so very much. That really meant the world to me. That was really, really great. Thank you for that. All right, and then the Facebook doesn't have a lot of chat going on, and I see a bunch of people hanging out on LinkedIn, but everybody's being quiet. It's probably because they are they're taking all these notes and trying to figure out exactly what we talked about tonight. Let's do a quick recap for you guys who still hung out. I really do want to make sure that you walk away with something of incredible value tonight. So the quick recap is this. You can fix your fundamental misunderstanding of how the world works around you by doing three things. First is taking responsibility for your actions and their results, and that spans every building block inside of your business. You do that by every day reminding yourself, I am responsible. No one is coming to save me. What does Brian Tracy say? If it's going to be, it's up to me. And I love that. And I've been saying that to myself since I was 18 years old, which feels like a long time ago. If it's going to be, it's up to me. So you must take those actions and you must take responsibility. Not next year, not tomorrow, now, right now, starting right now. I am responsible. Say it out loud right now. I am responsible. That's going to change so much energetically in you, and you will start to take those actions that you need to take. Then focus on the things that you can control. Remember, when you try to control things you can't, they work against you. They exercise their power over you. Think of as going into the ocean and trying to take a wave and push it back. You can't. You can't control the wave. So instead, control what you can. Ride with the wave instead of trying to force against the wave. Control what you can. Control your position, your orientation, your ability to get inside that wave and ride it forward. That's the analogy, but that's how it works. Always remember that. Control what you can and don't worry about what you can't. What you can't is going to take care of itself, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Those waves are going to come in and they're going to go back out, and you can't stop them. But what you can do is orient yourself so that their power moves you in the direction that you want them to move in. Simple analogy, but remember that. And then finally, strive for high levels of excellence in all areas of your life. Everything is related. There are 7 areas of your life, and we talk about these in my mentorship. There are 7 areas of your life. The Buddhists found it 4,000 years ago. All the areas of your life are related. Strive for excellence in every single one. And when you do that, everything raises, including your business and your fitness and your spirituality and your family and your finances and your mentality and your social life. Everything elevates. Strive for excellence everywhere. Become that high-performing individual. You cannot fail. You are responsible. You control what you can, and you cannot fail. All right? It's as simple as that. Boy, we got pretty heavy tonight. And thank you so much for being here. A bunch of people have jumped onto LinkedIn. You missed a lot being here tonight. And I hope the graphic that's behind me right now makes some semblance of sense. But if you did join me late, I would encourage you to do two things. The first thing I would encourage you to do is rewind this and watch it from the beginning, because there were some really important things that we unlocked as we were doing this. And this mindset stuff, this way of thinking, is going to profoundly impact your business. There's no way around it. And then I would also encourage you, I would strongly recommend visiting proutyclass.com. If you're new to me, Prouty is my last name. You probably knew that by now. Class is what I'm giving. It's a free class.com. In fact, I'm going to drop a link for that in the chats because I like to do that for you. Proutyclass.com. Go there and sign up for a free workshop with me where we spend an hour going over 5 things that you can start doing right away to impact your business and grow that business. I'm going to show you 5 things, and it's tons and tons of teaching, tons and tons of takeaways. So I put the link in the LinkedIn chat, the Facebook chat. I think it's already there. So nothing that we have to do there. It's a pinned comment. And then in the YouTube stream, it's also not there. Why isn't it there? Well, let me pop it there for you. Pardon me not looking at you and pardon my typing, but I will put that there. Proutyclass.com. All right, so do 2 things for me if you join late. First, wow, half an hour. That was a long time. First, go through and watch this again. You might have to watch it a few times for all of the concepts to sink in. Let me put that screen back up for all of the wonderful people who are here now. And it's right here. So go through this video again and absorb these concepts. And if you've already watched the video, watch it again and let this stuff sink in for you. And then go to proutyclass.com, please, and sign up for that workshop. Okay, so watch this again, and then please go to proutyclass.com, please, because I want to teach you 5 things that you can start doing right away to grow your business. It's no fluff, it's no hype, it's just all great stuff. It fills the gaps that might have been left elsewhere. Wrapping up for tonight is Thursday night here as I'm recording this. You might be watching it on a replay on some other night, but I am going to be back with you tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. It's going to really depend on my schedule throughout the day tomorrow. If it's not in the afternoon, it'll be at about 8:30 at night because I have a 9 o'clock commitment on a Friday night. Can you believe that? I love that. So just keep an eye on your socials for an announcement for me to go live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am going to be talking about client getting. And if you are here right now and you have ever thought that being a part of a engagement pod is a good thing, well, we're going to go deep into engagement pods tomorrow. An engagement pod might also be known as a posting party or anything where you are with a group of people and everyone is commenting, liking, and sharing each other's content. That's an engagement pod. And tomorrow night, we're going to be going deep into what they are and whether or not you should use them. But I'm going to reveal all of that to you tomorrow night. You're going to watch this again. You're going to go to proutyclass.com and sign up for the workshop for next week. We're going to learn a ton. And if you sign up for this, within a couple hours, I'm going to automatically send you a bunch of training that you can start using right away. So you don't even have to wait. Eileen says, looking forward to your next session. That's going to be tomorrow. I got to figure out when. I got to look at my analytics to find out when the best time to do that tomorrow is going to be, because we're talking about some serious stuff tomorrow. Because there's a lot of people that do those engagement pods. Are they good? Are they bad? Could they hurt you? Or could they grow your business? We're going to divulge everything tomorrow night. I'm also going to show you how to tell when someone's in an engagement pod. Ooh. Lots of stuff. I've been doing lots of research into that, and I can't wait to show that to you. So thanks so much for hanging out with me here tonight. I'm going to shut this thing down, and I'm actually going to get back to work. I've got a couple hours left in me tonight. I'm going to get a little bit more work done. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been Chris Prouty.